So why YouTube? If you are a researcher or a teacher or a scholar, why would you want to invest time in launching a channel? There are many things we could discuss, but let's focus on 3 of the benefits of having a YouTube channel as a scholar. The first is what I would call archival longevity. There are many different social media platforms where academics have a pretty hefty presence. Twitter and Facebook first and foremost, I would say, but also LinkedIn and others. And if you're like me, you probably spend a fair amount of time on one or more of these platforms. But here's the problem. The time that you invest in crafting a post or crafting a presence on Twitter or Facebook certainly gets your name out there and can spread word about your scholarship, about the conferences you're organizing, whatever it might be. But these posts are highly ephemeral. No one consults posts or tweets from months ago or years ago. But this is not true on YouTube, where videos that are months, years, sometimes more than 10 years old continue to be referenced and viewed by YouTube viewers. What this means is that every joule of energy that you put into a YouTube channel repays itself far more than the time you invest in crafting posts or a social media presence on most other platforms. A second is a multiplication factor. Let's be realistic. Pedagogy, research, scholarly communication is a multiplication game. If I had to one-on-one explain my research or teach classes, that might be an incredibly in-depth experience, except that there are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of students out there. YouTube is the same principle, but the multiplication factor is greater. Even for small channels and modest-sized channels like my own and like Chris's, it is not uncommon for every minute of recorded video to translate into hours of view time. So let's say you invest a few hours into recording and editing a video for your channel, but then there are hundreds and eventually thousands of hours of view time of that video. You have in effect multiplied yourself, just as if you were in a lecture hall with tens of thousands of people. And the goal here is not popularity or stardom or fandom or anything of that nature. It is a core dimension of pedagogy and scholarly communication where we are always looking for methods by which one researcher, teacher can reach larger numbers of colleagues, students, and so forth. Third has to do with your own personal growth. If you're taking this course, it means that you're a person who likes to challenge themselves, to go beyond your comfort zone, learn new skills. And so I think you're not going to be scared by what I'm about to say, which is the learning curve for getting good at video production and running a YouTube channel is steep. There are lots of things that you need to learn, new skills you need to acquire. That's what this course is all about. But this is a learning curve worth climbing, because the skills that you develop over the course of being able to conceptualize, script, shoot, edit videos is a skill set that has outlets in many other different venues besides just YouTube. I think it's fair to say that for the average person, seeing someone else put together a video that is well edited, where the audio is good, where the video is good, is a kind of superpower. It's a kind of magical ability that most people have no way of knowing how it was done. So that's another reason for you to consider developing a YouTube channel, is not just for the channel itself, but for the repertoire of skills that you are going to develop along the way. And I'll throw in a bonus one. The genre of video is just an unbelievably rich and productive genre that enables you to communicate in ways that are simply not possible simply through the conventional lecture class or the conventional nonfiction article or book. It's an art form that enables you to delve into dimensions of your own research, your own teaching that are kind of off limits, unavailable using conventional means. And for your students or for your viewers, for your readers, for your listeners, it taps into parts of their mind, their body, their being that are not reached through conventional aspects or conventional dimensions of academia. So that's it in a nutshell. That's at least my answer to the question, why YouTube? Your homework for this lesson is just to download the course materials and just take a moment. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and try to write out a short paragraph about why you want to launch a YouTube channel. You're going to be coming back to this over and over through the course, so try to be honest with yourself and try to be as detailed as you can. See you in the next lesson.